YouTube, we back at it like a crack addict. It's your boy Philly, aka Philly Boy Wonder, aka your mama's favorite African. Ooh, I gotta hit that note a little bit. Don't play with me. But look, we back at it. We back at it with the Nardwuar reaction video. The victims of Nardwuar. I'm very, very curious to watch this because from somebody who has been very, very fortunate to meet Nardwuar in person and actually talk to him and see what he's like off camera, I had a very different perception of him, right? Because when I watched him and still watch him to this day, my entire life basically, he has this energy like, hey, so how do you do and all this? But when he's off camera, he's actually very, very chill and very isolated and definitely a lot less extroverted than people might realize. And he's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. I can say this right now. He's the GOAT at interviewing, and I even told him to his face one day, you're going to interview me, my friend. I don't know when it is, but I do know it's going to happen. So that's a big manifestation of mine. But without further ado, let's get straight into the victims of Nardwuar.
From getting yelled at by rock stars in the 90s to surprising rappers with information about themselves, Nardwuar has built up an impressive reputation in the music world. However, for every good interview he has, there's also plenty of bad ones. These are some of the best and worst Nardwuar interviews, starting with one of the absolute worst, which was when he first interviewed the band Blur in 2003.
See, I heard about this kind of. I don't know too much about it though.
The interview is incredibly tense, even from the beginning, with Dave Roundtree, the band's drummer, immediately snatching Nardwuar's interview questions from his hand and throwing it.
All right, Poindexter, relax.
Around and intimidate him, while the other band members encourage his behavior. Dave then takes Nardwuar's hat and throws it on the ground.
What the fuck?
Which was incredibly disrespectful, considering it was a gift from his mother who had passed away.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, bro! Nardwuar is a better man than me because if that happened to me under those circumstances where my deceased mother gave me a freaking hat and they're over here throwing it around like it's some Jolly Ranchers, they don't give a fuck about it. They getting smacked, bro. They getting smacked so hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know who Blur is. Maybe I'm not cultured. Maybe I'm not cultured, and maybe they're really huge, and I might not know who they are. But like, I only know about that name because I've heard some stories about this interview. This is my first time actually seeing it in person of like the way it went. This is crazy.
Continue to get
this is crazy.
Worse, with the band members ignoring all of the questions.
Who else do you have in the group with you right here? Who is the gentleman that just took my hat? Damon, who's to your right?
You're happy?
No, I'm not.
You don't look happy.
I am not. I want my hat back, please.
Nardwuar a better man than me, bro. He's way too composed for this. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, hell no, bro.
Okay, there we go.
As Nardwuar tries to keep the interview going and attempts to win over Dave by showing him his t-shirt of their old college, Dave grabs him and twists his arm, before walking out of the room and leaving the interview altogether.
Dave Blur. Oh.
Almost immediately after, the rest of the band begins to cooperate, although...
Nah, bro, we scrapping, bro. We scrapping. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous, dog. I might even scrap this dude if I saw him doing this to Nardwuar in person. This is fucking insane. How do you become this disrespectful to somebody who is just interviewing you and taking the time out of his day to give you publicity? Because remember, this man is doing journalism. This man is putting them on a pedestal by giving them a platform to speak on and talk about whatever it is, their music, the tours, merch, whatever it is. Like, this is something good for them. And he's over here being a fucking... Oh my God, bro, that pisses me off because here's the thing, man. Nardwuar is such a genuine, sweet, like, saint of a person to where... if anybody has the capacity to treat him like that, you might be the spawn of Satan, because how could you be so disrespectful to somebody like that? He's literally one of the sweetest people on this earth. I'm being honest with you. Like, he just does his job, does his research, is really passionate about it, and just, goes away and then does his thing. And it's like, I don't know. You could really judge a lot. You could judge a lot of the character of an individual by the way they treat Nardwuar. I'm telling you. It's crazy.
Still not in the friendliest tone.
I'm telling you, man. Fade, bro. Fade.
Got that fire in his belly.
Well, he's not always like that. He's obviously bring out a certain side to him, which I have to say.
Look at these beta versions switching up. Now they want all talking shit, but then when the band leader's gone,
saying this is telling. As soon as
the
other guys start cooperating.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this?
Dave is a bully, and the others probably don't agree with how he treats others, but they're too afraid to stand up to him.
Beta simp version
when the
shit.
Took place, it seemed like no one cared if some journalist got bullied by a rock band, but as time went on, their actions wouldn't go unpunished. These guys are really brave, picking on the friendliest and least intimidating person on the entire planet. After the video was released,
Quite literally.
more and more people saw the interview, and both the band and Dave Roundtree specifically got a lot of backlash for their behavior. Although Dave has since gone on to apologize, saying, "This is definitely one of the things
hell,
I'm
bro.
ashamed of.
See, this
There's
is what
no
it
excuse
is.
for my bullying, and the reason I did it is perhaps nearly as sordid. To be clear, Nardwuar didn't do anything to provoke me.
He apologized
I sent
because he
an
got
apology
caught.
to him the next day, but I didn't hear anything back from him, so I assume he didn't accept it." Nardwuar seemed to be forgiving of him, saying, "Thanks to Dave Blur for this apology. I do appreciate it." But while this interview definitely went poorly, there are still plenty of good ones.
Only because he got
with
caught, bro.
Some of Lil Uzi Vert's being among the best, having produced some of the funniest reactions of Nardwuar's career.
OG shit.
Ever like Gigi Allen got naked performing?
When I performed for my lady.
Baboom.
I used to want them purple dreads in high school so bad, bro.
A Rob Zombie.
I ain't doing it now.
At certain times, Nardwuar's information has been so mind-blowing that he calls Uzi to completely run away from the interview.
Guns Garcia.
Nardwuar is the feds. He is. But he's one of the good ones.
Yo, he know too much. I can't do this. What can you do?
This has since become a tradition with their interviews, with Uzi going on to make the same exit several times. However, not only is Nardwuar able to shock Uzi with the information he digs up, but he's also presented him with several thoughtful gifts over the years, and the two seem to have built up a genuine friendship. There was even one instance when Lil Uzi was leaving a show and Nardwuar walked up to his car asking for an interview, and Uzi can be heard saying, "I always have time for you,"
See, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
before getting out of his car to talk to
That's a
him,
genuine motherfucker right
demonstrating
there.
the deep respect he has for Nardwuar.
Real
before
shit, Uzi,
sharing
real
a
shit.
really wholesome moment with him in front of everyone.
Where have you been? In fact, you have been to Canada. I haven't saw you in a long time. It's great to see you again. It's great to see you. Thanks, Christ. It's been a long time coming, my friend. Well, hopefully it won't be so long. You'll come up to Vancouver, British Canada, we'll see you again. Or you can just come to my house and have dinner. Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Pull up to the crib, have dinner, bro.
I'll give my number.
Real shit.
Then I can teach you how to play Call of Duty. Boom. That'd be amazing.
This is something fans have picked up on, saying Lil Uzi inviting him to dinner was so genuine and heartfelt, you can tell he values the people around him. With another comment echoing this, reading, "I love how the hip-hop community treats Nardwuar like royalty, a legend of the game." Sadly, the respect Nardwuar currently gets wasn't always so common, as we can clearly see with his old interview of Lydia Lunch, who couldn't be more annoyed by his interviewing style.
Right now you're very hungry, right?
That doesn't matter.
This is
I'm hungry for an intelligent conversation, which I've yet to find.
Alright,
Within
bitch.
just one
Alright,
introduction,
bitch.
she was
Alright, bitch. See, like, what the fuck is going on, man? I don't know what it is about the rock and roll or whatever genre she in, but I don't understand what's going on with that community where they have the audacity to show this man so much disrespect, bro. Because like they said, in hip hop, for the most part, maybe there's a couple loose eggs that are some assholes, but for the majority of them, bro, they treat him like royalty because that's what he is. He puts so much love and dedication and perfectionism into his craft. That is why he is one of, if not the GOATs of interviewing, which is why it's so frustrating to me that people will really see this, because understand that he is taking a lot of time. When people ask, how the fuck you know that? How do you know this? How do you know that? The only way he knows it is because he is doing the deepest, most in-depth research of your career and your life possible to find out this information, these facts. And for somebody to be like, you know what, you're annoying, I don't really care how much time you put into it because I'm a fucking stuck-up bitch. Like, what? Bro, don't even get me riled up. Don't even get me riled up.
And her attitude only got worse as the video carried on.
And I'm trying to give you a chance to get back at those homeboys. What is going on there?
There's no reason to get back to him. It's 17 years ago, and that doesn't mean diddly to me, friend.
So you have no recollection of it or know you're interested and you never ever want to be brought up again?
Oh, I don't give a It's your fetish, not mine.
Okay, I will adhere to your rules.
When he tried to connect with her on some of the promotional posters she did,
I do like that record you have where it says, I did lunch.
You need to read up again. It's Lydia Lunch.
No, but the way you read it, the way the poster said, it was like, I did lunch. You know that poster I'm talking about?
I do. You're incorrect, though. You need to go back to Hieroglyphics 101.
she only seemed more annoyed, claiming his information was inaccurate, despite
This shit about to piss me off.
still being sold today.
I didn't expect to get this mad.
attitude continued throughout.
I can't believe it, bro. I've never seen this
Why
one.
did you guys want Courtney Love's recipe for Prozac brownies?
I can't believe it.
I'm sorry.
Tell me to kill him now or later.
We don't. We were just making a joke.
Before she eventually got up and walked away as Nardwuar followed, trying to finish out the interview. The comments weren't very forgiving of this. She was 37 at the time of this interview. You'd never be able to tell from the way she acted.
I thought this bitch
was so embarrassing to see two full-grown women.
I didn't know she was pushing 40 at that time. Damn.
Serious rebellion phase. Bruh, I cannot believe someone told Nardwuar, of all people, to do his homework.
I know.
Ironically, Nardwuar doing his homework is exactly what caused Denzel Curry to walk away from his interview as well, but for an entirely different reason. The interview starts out like many others, where Nardwuar surprises Denzel with the information he's dug up. This includes where he went to daycare as a kid.
A pink and blue daycare?
Literally, bro. You be dumbfounded because you don't know how we know this shit.
This is crazy, yeah. That's my daycare, man.
And the fact that his aunt once worked security at one of his early shows.
Your Aunt Betty did security?
What the? God damn!
Yo!
But as the video progresses, the things Nardwuar mentions only continues to surprise him more and more before causing him to leave the room in shock.
Chauncey!
Don't you even know niggas from our block? Whoa! Oh, I'm done. Yo!
Denzel Curry!
Yo! Yo! No! Oh, damn!
He does eventually come back and finishes the interview, even having some fun moments with Nardwuar, but it's since gone down as one of the most iconic reactions with a top comment reading, "Half of this video is just Denzel being surprised." However, Denzel Curry isn't the only one with these reactions. In fact, Kendrick Lamar had a somewhat similar experience during his first interview as well.
Now that might make you kind of hungry.
There's a lot of reactions like that.
Louisiana chicken.
Louisiana chicken. That's the neighborhood, yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar is also Tams and Rite Aid, too. The Rite Aid.
Definitely grew up in Tams and Rite Aid. This dude right here is really doing research, though. This is crazy.
Do you know a guy called Cannon?
Dang. You heard that?
Please explain.
Yeah, that's crazy. This dude said Cannon. Wow. That's crazy. Wow, that's 8th grade.
This prompted a great response from fans, with people saying, Kendrick looks like he's constantly trying to figure out Nardwuar and just can't. If you ever apply for a job, you better pray Nardwuar isn't the one doing the
Swear to God, yo, you
The
cooked.
way this guy can turn rappers into little kids is crazy. He brings out a side of artists nobody can.
Facts.
Instead of getting annoyed like many other artists, Kendrick actually found it amusing, and tried to get Nardwuar to give him some of the items he brought as a gift.
This is cool. Can I have this?
Some of them, possibly.
I remember that shit.
With Nardwuar being known for having an extensive music history collection himself, he was reluctant to give them away, although he often does give artists thoughtful gifts and surprises. Sadly, the band Sonic Youth had a very different reaction during their first interview with Nardwuar, which is easily one of his worst interviews of all time.
Bro, like, see what I'm saying? What's going on, bro?
A lot of dry and sarcastic answers.
What the fuck's going on, bro?
The members being generally uncooperative.
What's with these goddamn rock and roll assholes?
In 19, when did you start the band?
I didn't start the band. The band started me.
Who named the band, first off? Jesus?
In true Nardwuar fashion, he tries to continue, but things only get worse when they steal his questions and begin mocking him.
Oh no, wait, we're not finished here. Don't take the card! No, you can't take the card! Take the card!
Nardwuar then offers them a vinyl that commemorates their work as a gift.
Nah, I don't get no vinyl, Nardwuar. You being too nice, bro. I'm sorry for the ad, y'all, but you being too nice, Nardy. Hell no. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not gonna be the bigger person in this instance. Hell no.
And this is when the interview really starts to go bad.
I want to show you. I want to show you. I want to show you. Oh my God. You fucking piece of shit. I was in prison. Who are you? Who was you running? I was in prison.
Instead of accepting the present,
Wow.
the group members begin to bully Nardwuar and decide to break it, all while making fun
Wow.
of him, which didn't sit well with a lot of fans. The members of Sonic Youth seem like the type of people who just sit there and say nothing when they hang out, but get angry when anyone calls them boring. Imagine bringing someone a present, then them being so self-absorbed that they don't only destroy it, but they bully you like children. Thanks Sonic Youth for constantly making me question the musicians I respect the most. A decade later, Nardwuar actually interviewed them again, but shockingly, it didn't go much better, largely because they weren't exactly remorseful and mostly shifted the blame, leading fans to be even more upset, especially considering what happened the first time.
I thought Blur was bad. Fuck these people.
First of all, let's get this straight. I am the one member of Sonic Youth who recognized the genius of Nardwuar, but the genius of this particular record. And
Young man.
I believe that I showed complete respect for this, but then there was another member of the band.
Lee!
Yeah, Mr. Lee Ronaldo.
And he was the guy that molested me, wasn't he? I brought this record as a gift for you by a young man, and you broke it!
Don't say you, because what you're sort of saying is...
You ganged up with him.
No. All I did was I circled down...
Why did Nardwuar interview him again, bro? Why?
While they were more
I don't get
cooperative
it.
during the second interview, they also still seemed to have a mean-spirited attitude, even pretending to break the vinyl for a second time.
No, we're not! No, we're not! Oh, wow!
This certainly didn't help their image, with people saying, if you think you're too good or too cool for Nardwuar, it's always in fact the opposite. No matter how much I would love the band/artist prior to the Nard interview, if they disrespect the Nard, it automatically leaves me hating the artist.
Telling you, bro.
Nothing he does deserves that kind of reaction, period. He's a very genuine and sweet guy.
The way you treat
Something
Nardwuar,
very
bro.
important about Nardwuar that certain
Very
artists
telling.
don't realize can be summed up in a single comment. How you treat Nardwuar determines how I look at you as a person. And most music fans agree with this.
Big facts, bro. Big facts, man. Shout out Nardy, bro. Shout out Nardwuar, the goddamn GOAT. I'm telling you, man, I cannot stand when people disrespect him, bro. I was honestly in disbelief. The Sonic, whatever the goddamn asshole name was, I thought the Blur one was bad because I remember I saw like a tiny clip about it and heard about it, you know, it being one of his worst ones. But the Blur shit, bro, pulling up his shirt and like treating him like a bully in high school where you about to give him a swirly and breaking a gift that he got you, like, my brain can't even process that, bro. I can't believe it. When I saw that, I was literally in shock. I've never seen that before in my life. So that was a great video. But shout out Nardwuar, man, again, like I'm saying, bro. And the crazy thing is like, I know that right now, because remember, like I said, I told him to his face, you are going to interview me one day. We are going to have another meeting, and we are going to chop it up. And I'm scared because I know that right now I'm currently living out moments and memories, and I probably even back in the day as well, where he's going to do research on that. Even right now, there could be probably something that happens to me this year that hasn't even happened yet. And then I meet him and he's like, so, Philly, you know, you were here at this time with this person. How was that? And I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you know that? I'm really scared, which is why I do my best to be a good person and not leave any bad footsteps on this journey to the top, because I don't want Nardy to dig up some shit like that, okay? So yeah, man, that was a cool video. Really, really fun, except for the parts where those people piss me off. You know, the rock and roll assholes, I don't know what it is. I love rock and roll, but goddamn, some of these people who get interviewed, they are some big-ass virgin pricks. But without further ado, like I always do, I say subscribe, same thing. Subscribe, like, comment, post noties, all the same usual things that I love y'all for doing it and doing, you know, but you see, I thought I would have. Oh my fucking god, y'all pissed me the fuck off! For doing it for me. So much love to all y'all. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, post noties, everything y'all be doing for me. I love y'all so much. I will see you in the next video. Kisses, much love.